This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Allo Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing cloud cover throughout the day. It'll be breezy too with a high around 52. Tonight, decreasing clouds and a continued breeze with a low near 32. And tomorrow, we'll see sunny skies. It'll be windy though with the high around 48. Meteorologist Kyle Klecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
Whether you like fishing together or fishing to get away, for the thrill of reeling in a big one, or just going out to have a good time, on the banks of your local pond, at a bend in a river, or on one of our many lakes and reservoirs, you'll always find the perfect place to cast a line. Here, beneath Nebraska skies. Start planning your next fishing adventure today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Coming at you live from the 93.7 The Ticket studio, from the heart of Lincoln, America. Expanding awareness about the TeamMates program and the ever-growing need for mentors. This is TeamMates Timeout with TeamMates CEO Des Moines Adams and Marketing and Communications Manager Ashton Honor.
Hello, world. Welcome to TeamMates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket. And I say the world because our mission is to positively impact the world by inspiring students to reach their full potential through mentoring. I'm Des Moines Adams. I go by DeMo, and we got Ash in the house. How you doing, Ash?
DeMo, welcome back. You were gone last week, and you're gone for a week, and you show up in this like spiffy businessman attire. What's that about? I show up to the office. He shows up today. I'm like, I look at my outfit. I'm like, what are you doing?
I know, you know, Ash and I, we always like to compliment each other because, you know, we take pride in our swag, but I felt like tonight I needed to dress like the chief executive officer because we have our Lincoln Police Chief, Michonne Morrow, in the house. Michonne, how you doing tonight?
I'm so good. Now I feel a little awkward that I didn't wear my full regalia attire, no uniform, no bling tonight, just me.
But hey, but we are complimenting each other with the gray.
This looks good.
Yes. And I like the coat. Is that kind of maroon? Like
it's a pop. Like it's that autumn pop of color that you have to wear.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the show. Ash, yes, thank you last week. The show was amazing.
Yeah.
Why don't you recap it for the folks, just in case who missed it.
Absolutely. So last week we were so fortunate to have our guest and co-host, Renee Saunders, who's the Omaha Scott Catholic high school volleyball coach. She's a longtime educator, longtime coach. Our theme last week was commitment to students, and Renee absolutely knocked it out of the park. And I'm pretty sure she's listening right now. But one of my favorite quotes that she said last week that ties so perfectly to who we are as an organization and our mission: Nothing makes me more happy than inspiring a kid to do something they didn't think they could do.
Mm.
Renee is absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, extremely successful coach and 9-time state championship coach, has taken her teams to the state finals, 11 consecutive appearances, won 9 consecutive, and they got runner-ups those other 2 years. But that statement that she said, it was so profound because I'm like, it aligned so perfectly to who we are as an organization. And then one of the statements that you said was a couple weeks ago now. We as the teammates never get tired of winning because we know that there are always more students that we can match up with mentors.
Wow. And that's just a good reminder, just based on who we are as an organization, been around for 33 years. We've
Mhm.
served 49,000 students, but yet we still have students that are on the waiting list, Chief. You know, we have students that want a mentor, they want that additional caring adult. And that is why this show means so much, I feel, to the world. The world needs to take a time out so that they can hear that we need more people from the community to step up and use their role to be a positive role model for a young person. Michonne, you are a teammates mentor.
I am. Yep. I was trying to think when I was driving here about how many years that it's been but I think I'm pushing 10 years.
That's
Wow.
incredible.
If I do this math, someone is certainly going to correct me on this. So I'm on my second teammate, and we are in our third year together. And then I had a teammate my very first match, we matched when she was in 5th grade, and we were together all the way through elementary, middle school, high school, and she's a student at UNL, getting close to graduation. So does that math work out right? Like,
Yes.
right, like 5th grade, junior.
Yes. And so I'm assuming you're still mentoring her while she's at UNL.
You know, I love that question, and we have periodically talked. It is not because a lack of interest. I think about her all the time, but she's busy in her life, and certainly my role is taken me in a lot of different directions. But when we connect, it's still at that really natural level of the relationship that we grew into from the moment we first met, and watching her grow and succeed in her life. And so periodic check-ins, I would love for it to be more, and I hope in the future it will be. And I know that that relationship lives on with us, and is certainly possible in the future.
That sounds like she's doing the post-secondary program anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, you know, it's more of that once a month check in, just helping students to know they still have a teammate, that someone has my back, someone wants me to succeed, someone wants me to win. Because we always talk about life as like a game. And that touchdown is when students graduate from high school, when they discover what makes them uniquely gifted and talent, when they go on and they continue to use their full potential. And so for you to do that, and you started in the 5th grade, Ash, why is the 5th grade so significant?
Okay, 3rd through 5th grade is so significant because, as we know, oh gosh, is it 5 years ago now? Close. COVID was a big thing. So there is, with 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students, we are focusing so heavily on literacy and the importance of reading literacy, because during that COVID timeframe, it affected those students the most. And so, thanks to a grant we received by Governor Pillen and the state of Nebraska, it's affording us the opportunity to provide those reading literacy opportunities for those students in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And then also with our awesome partnership with Link to Literacy, shout out to that crew, providing all of our schools with those books, materials, and activities. And what was so cool, what I love most about that is like the bundle books. So the students get to pick, like, if they're into sports, or if they're into cooking, if they're into traveling, and it has the students receive a theme toward that theme of whatever they're interested in those books, and they get to keep them. So that's pretty exciting. And again, we're so thankful for that opportunity by the state of Nebraska to allow us to do that, while also at the same time continuing to um, educate everyone about our mission and the importance and the need for mentors.
And just think how cool it is for those that are listening. We have students right now in the grades of 3rd through 5th grade, they would love to be able to have that additional caring adult to listen to them, to maybe, over the lunch hour or another period for just 30 to 40 minutes to go through some of these cool resources that Link to Literacy is providing teammates, mentoring, and partnership to try to close that gap. Because, of course, our data shows that attendance, grades, and behavior are all impacted because of that additional caring adult, which leads to hope, engagement, and well being. And we're just asking people to use their role to be a role model, Chief. And, for you being in a role that you're in, and like I say, I'm going to get to how big of a fan I am of you like later in the show, but your role in this community is huge. What made you make the decision to use your role to be a positive role model by being a teammate's mentor?
I think first I want to start with just who I am as a person. And I think that that is what allows me to continue to grow into success in the role that I have currently as the chief of
Mm.
the Lincoln Police Department, but just who I am organically is somebody that always wants to give back. Because over the course of my life, there have been moments in time where somebody gave to me. The difference between a handout and a hand up. And it was very, very clear to me at those moments in time of the difference and what it meant and how it motivated me and the difference that it made in my life. And so, fast forward into the career path of working in law enforcement in the community and seeing these young um, youth who have challenges and struggles and wanting to be a part of giving them a hand up, that encouragement, the motivation, the hope to see a different future for themselves of what they're currently living. I've been doing this job long enough now to see generations, the families that we encountered that were having struggles that without that person that steps in and to help correct the path for them, we see them continue into the same patterns and behaviors that their caregivers partook in. And then I can, on the flip side of that, I can remember stories of those moments in time where somebody was able to step in, and I can see those kiddos that are now into their adulthood and they're successful. And it's so small. I mean, it really is such a small token of time to be able to give to somebody, but the ramifications of that are so significant, not just for that person, but when you look at the impact that they will have as they grow into adulthood and they are successful and engaging and how they show up for themselves, their family, those that they interact with, our community, we're just all better for all of that. And you said for the world, and like I get it. It really is the power of mentoring and just sharing some time.
Wow.
Woo! That one, I was like, Austin, can you pull that whole clip? Because what I absolutely love that you said, and I heard you when she said this too, hand out versus hand up. Give the gift of your time, which we are constantly hammering home, especially in these next 2 months of gratitude and giving.
Yes.
Hand out versus hand up.
And our students have potential.
Oh, yeah.
And we believe that any student can be a part of teammates. We serve all students, but it's one thing to have potential to help them to reach their full potential. I would say, in my words, we pay it forward. And it sounds like that's what you're doing. And for you to be able to separate who you are as a human and your role as the chief, I think that's amazing. And that's really what we're asking community members to do, is to see themselves as, okay, I'm a part of this community. These youth are a part of this community. Our youth are the future. How can I step up and help pay it forward? For those that are listening, Chief, you every single day, your mission is to serve the community. You see a lot in the community. What do our students need in this community that you serve in Lincoln?
Care, compassion, to feel valued, to feel seen, to feel heard, to be supported. I mean, it's all of those things to help them be successful. I mean, they're really living in a different world and a different time than a lot of us grew up in, and I think that we have to be um, understanding of that and be responsive to their needs to help them continue to grow and again to be functional in what they're seeing and experiencing, which was so different for us.
Yeah. Ash, you do an incredible job when it comes to
Oh, geez.
You pulled an
You're
Eric Strickland.
that guy.
You pulled an Eric Strickland.
hey,
Don't you, whoever's calling, I should, excuse me. Hello. We are on 93.7 The Ticket live with DeMo and Ash.
hey, I'm a little rusty. I've been going a week. You see the coffee, and I even wore my glasses today. I'm sorry, America, but I'm back. Ash, you do an incredible job when it comes to the marketing and the recruitment. When you hear Chief talk about the needs of our students right now, today, and that they're different, how does that make you feel? How does that motivate you to continue with this whole motto
Absolutely.
of like, we need to keep winning. We should never get tired of winning, because we have students that they don't need a mentor. They want a mentor.
Right. Honestly, everything you were saying about how they're growing up completely different than we did, it makes me sad because like social media was barely getting off the ground when I was even in college. And so that is such a huge thing for kids now these days. And it can be a great tool, or it can also be very toxic. And so, and all of the mainstream media that they have to deal with and everything that's just so in their face. And that's why it's incredibly important for us as an organization. We have to keep winning. We have to keep winning each of those games because those kids need us. They need a trusting, caring, loving adult in their life who can just be somebody they can come and talk to. Like today, my mentee, she was just a little chatty Cathy. And I'm like, I'm just going to sit here and listen, let you speak, tell me all the things. And again, just the strive home the importance of like the kids need us. The kids need those adults. And it's very, one of my top 5 strengths is discipline. And I always joke, I always tell DeMo, I'm like, I have discipline. I don't need motivation. Like I'm going to get it done regardless. Like you don't have to hype me up because I'm just going to make it happen. So that is kind of like my driving fire and hunger, as Coach Ron Brown said, which is your hunger is your passion. So in my eyes, like our games, we're not done winning yet.
Yes.
We're not done yet.
And we're very fortunate that Teammates Mentoring and the Lincoln Police Department, we have this partnership because of the leader, the top. You allow Teammates Mentoring to come in and talk about the opportunity for all of your Lincoln police officers to use their role to be a positive role model. Why was that important?
Well, it could be as basic as me saying community engagement because we're a community engagement based police department, but it's really more than that. It's about building trust and the integrity of our officers and the relationships to be able to go out into the community and engage to the point where they can assist people who were otherwise perhaps standoffish of their experiences with law enforcement. And it really isn't, this is a really organic way for them to take their role and continue to build that relationship and to be a part of mentoring the next generation. And if you take all of that away, selfishly, the goal would be as we continue to engage at a different level and we help change the trajectory of some of the lives that maybe down the road our calls for service decrease because we've created opportunities for them to improve their life and to choose a different path with support systems in place where they don't have to encounter us in a way where we're going to have a different interaction. So it's a win-win, right? And that's the goal. It really is just about people think law enforcement, and absolutely there is accountability to be had, and that is a role that we serve in the community. But more so than that, we really do see our role as being protectors in the community and being present and available to assist. And if that's mentoring and supporting, looking for resources, finding what we can for individuals and families to wrap services around them to help them grow and be healthy human beings engaging in our community, like that just makes us all better. It makes our work better. It makes our life better. We all live here, and to care for our community is exactly who we are supposed to be as law enforcement.
DeMo, she's preaching the ripple effect.
Yes. Day by day, getting better and better. A team that can't be beat won't be beat. I heard a win, win, win. Ash, the 3 words that lead to success are what?
Accountability, standards, and discipline.
And that's what I heard Chief Morrow just say in terms of what they stand for, in terms of what we stand for, in terms of how we can help our young people to be successful. There needs to be a standard. And just as a reminder, our core values, safety, commitment to students, integrity and trust, which I heard you say, strengths-based and inclusion. When you hear those core values as a teammates mentor, how does it make you feel that you are a part of an organization that stands for something?
I'm really honestly humbled that I get to be a part of that I get to every Friday, that's my meeting day now, is on Fridays, get to meet with a young lady in an organization that trusted me to spend my time with her and help develop her and build her into the wonderful human being that she's going to be regardless. But just to get to be a part of that growth with her, I'm honored and humbled. And those are words that I live by. And one of the things that we somewhat touched on is that gratitude. And that is something that I live. I live it in my life, and I live it in my communications with my teammate and my former teammate. And I really just think that is that pay it forward and making sure that we continually give back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I ask you, have you taken the Gallup strengths test?
Oh my gosh, I was hoping that you wouldn't ask me that.
Because you're like preaching, and I'm like, I need to know.
No, I have, and I can't remember what my strengths are. Oh, it's terrible. No, I have taken it, and I cannot remember. But here's what I do remember. Woo, just because that makes me giggle, was really far at the bottom of my strengths. So I'm not a woo person, but I don't remember what they are. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
But you are a strengths-based mentor because as I hear you talk, you are bringing out the good in a young person. You're seeing what's right about them. You're encouraging them to focus on their abilities and what they can do, which is the complete opposite of what I guess the society and our world focuses on. And that's what our young people need. They need someone to care for them, someone to see them, someone to listen. And that's how we train our mentors. So for those of you that are listening, go to teammates.org to learn how you can join a team and be a mentor. You go through a 2-hour training. 1 hour of that training can be done online. The other hour can be spent face to face. If you're here in Lincoln, you actually get all 2 of those hours in person. We give you the tools. We help you to understand what a mentor is and what a mentor is not. And as you heard Chief talk about that time becomes a gift when you give it once a week for just 30 to 45 minutes. There's so much that I want to dive into when it comes to our core values because our missions definitely align. But, before we go to break, we'll love to ask the question, if you were to play football.
Oh, he asked everybody this question,
Okay.
so get ready.
All right, I'm ready.
What position would you play for? Because in my head, I'm just going to say, I'm a little biased. You look like a defensive player, but what position in football would you play?
I think I would want to be a running back.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah. I probably think too highly of myself and the skill set that I have, but I still envision myself running like a gazelle. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to be the person to catch that ball and keep. But no, that's like my dream. Those memes of somebody running, I can just see myself, but then it's probably more just a fumbling mess. But that would be my goal.
Okay, so speed and agility, or
right?
just
all of that. Wrapped up in one.
Wow. Well, maybe the Huskers could use you this Saturday because
they can call me. I'm always cheering them on, so they might as well put me in the game.
We just need a W, right? America, Nebraska. Hey, right now you are tuned in to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash with special guest Lincoln Police Chief Michonne Morrow. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5.
Empower a child today with the TeamMates mentoring program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the TeamMates mentoring program today.
Over 75% of the patients that come to Limitless Male have been told over and over again by their primary care providers that their testosterone level is fine. Guess what? If you have all the symptoms of low testosterone, you're not fine. Come get a second opinion at Limitless Male. We have helped tens of thousands of men feel optimal again, and we can help you. Stop waiting. Come see the men's health experts. Book your free consult online at limitlessmale.com.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better. At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through November 24th, enjoy bone-in turkey breast for $1.99 per pound. 8-ounce USDA choice boneless ribeyes for $8.99 each, whole boneless Carver ham for $4.48 per pound, and call 402-486-6611 to place your holiday orders today. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements. We fix basements.
At F Foundation Repair, we've been fixing basements for over 30 years. We're your local foundation repair experts. Our warranties stay here. Our people work here. You can trust us to take care of your home. Go to WeFixBasements.com to learn more.
At Coppell Chevrolet GMC, we are thankful for so many things this year, starting with our great employees, a generous community, our military personnel, and most importantly, our loyal customer base that continues to drive that money-saving mile of Louisville. Hi, this is Sean Callahan, and on behalf of everybody at Coppell, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and safe travels to wherever they may take you. Happy holidays from Coppell Chevrolet GMC.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Beecham from Brand Lincoln Podcast and Perch Merch, your go-to in Lincoln for printing and promotional needs. Speaking of that, we are running a huge hoodie sale now through November 30th to save you big money on great brands. 20% off everything from Nike and Bella Canvas pullovers to Gildan and Port & Company sweatshirts and district fleeces. Get yours for your group or organization today by calling us at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. As you gear up for game day this season, don't forget the MVP in your life. Whether it's a ruby bracelet to show off her team spirit or a timeless Heartland diamond that shines from across the room, we've got the perfect play. Our experts at Sartor Heyman are here to help you make the winning move. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing cloud cover throughout the day. It'll be breezy too with a high around 52. Tonight, decreasing clouds and a continued breeze with a low near 32. And tomorrow, we'll see sunny skies. It'll be windy, though, with the high around 48. Meteorologist Kyle Klecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up
But why?
because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket. We are so thankful to be joined by Lincoln Police Chief Michonne Morrow. Again, thank you so much for taking time. As we know, you're practically help running this community. So we greatly appreciate your time.
So running back, the whole thing, right?
Yes.
Just running.
So bringing us back in, we had a great first segment talking about all the things, but I want to kick off this next segment, talking about our missions and how closely they align. So I'm going to read the LPD mission statement, then I'm going to talk a little bit about ours. So the LPD mission statement is: we, the members of the Lincoln Police Department, working with all people, are committed to providing quality service that promote a safe and secure community. So one of the teammates' core values is safety, integrity, and trust. But I really want to focus on the safety piece. And as we know, the teammates' mission is to inspire those students to reach their full potential through mentoring. And I'm going to throw out a stat right here. In our 33 years, not one student, has reported being harmed by an adult. And why is it so important that mentors and mentees meet in the school? We are a school-based program. Why is that so important?
For the safety, for when we look to build those relationships, and when we have a program that we want to ensure that has legitimacy, that safety within the school provides a kind of a blanket, a buffer to make sure that our relationships as they develop are safe, and that they're not happening in areas outside of the school where it's potentially inappropriate,
right?
Or there are other influences that could somehow become involved and taint that relationship and therefore the program. And realistically, it has to be about the safety for those students and the mentees within the program, because it is that safety that allows them, when we build that trust, to be open, to share their thoughts, their feelings, to be very true to who they are. And when that is jeopardized, it doesn't just jeopardize that for the student. We talked about how when things happen, there's a ripple effect, and that ripple effect has the ability, just if one of them veers off path, to significantly affect many other relationships and potentially the program.
Right.
That ripple effect. And so far, the ripple effect, we continue to inspire students to reach their full potential. They turn around and they use their full potential to become a mentor. We have mentors like you. You're on your second mentee. And we want everyone to know that, once we help students reach their full potential, mentors, you are our best recruiters, number one. And then number two, you may have seniors and your seniors getting ready to graduate. We want you to start thinking right now, where can I mentor a third, fourth, or fifth grader right now? Because we have those students right now that will love to have a mentor. And we're doing this the way that Tom and Nancy Osborne designed it at the school during the school day. And you talked about the ripple effect. And so far, the ripple effect is positive. But also that leads me into one of our other core values, integrity and trust. And just like our mission statement was very deliberative, your mission statement was put together very deliberative. Tell us more about what integrity and trust means to your organization.
It's foundational. I mean, if we don't have integrity and trust built, first of all, within our own walls, because we can only expect our staff, our officers to show up in the community as we treat them. And so it first and foremost starts within our four walls of making sure that they feel trusted, valued, seen, heard, respected. And when that happens, then it just flourishes and allows them to be who they are, maintaining that integrity and trust when they are out in the community. Because without that, we're going to fail. I mean, law enforcement doesn't happen in a silo. It happens based on relationships and information sharing, and that doesn't happen without trust. If people don't trust us to come forward with their problems, their concerns, their troubles, the victimization that they experiences, the challenge, reaching out for help and resources, because a lot of people think we only get called potentially if there's a crime, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. The vast majority of the calls that we get are people that are reaching out for help. There's challenges, there's struggles in their life, and we connect with them at a very pivotal time in their life when they've reached out. And if we can't build that relationship or have that established trust in advance, we're gonna struggle to be able to reach them and get them the resources that they need.
Because when we think of community, I think of this team. And when we call ourselves teammates mentoring, we're providing someone from the community to become a teammate to a young person. You know, you've been serving this community for almost 2 decades, Chief. What does this community mean to you?
And I love the Lincoln community. I moved to Lincoln in 5th grade, 6th grade. Was here for a period of time in 5th grade, so I always struggle with this. Here for a period of time, and then we moved back to Lexington, Nebraska, and then after about 6 months, we came back again. We couldn't figure it out. So in 6th grade, that's how long I've been in the Lincoln community. And I would tell you, and I repeat this over and over, the Lincoln community and realistically the Lincoln Police Department is where I have so much gratitude, because it allowed me, both the community in supporting me, and the Lincoln Police Department doing the same to grow into the person that I am today. Because in all honesty, who I am today sitting in front of you isn't the person that was in middle school, in high school, in even at the start of my career. There's always growth that to be had to continue to better ourselves. And I truly believe that where I'm at, the family, the boys that I raised, they don't like it when I say that. They're adults now. They're young adults, but they're always my babies. It's because of the opportunities and how I've been built and how I've had people mentor me and the support system that very intentionally I chose, and some that just came at a point in time where I didn't know that I needed them, but I needed them. And it's all of that that helped to develop me into who I am today. And it really is that practice of gratitude that will always make me want to give back to the Lincoln Police Department and to this community.
You know, when you just share what you just shared, it just made me think of right now, we have community members that are listening. And I always like to say, hey, I'm not calling you out. I'm calling you up. And I'm calling you up because we have young people that they need community members to be their teammate. And so when you talk about how important the community is, and there's a saying, we are products of our environment, which means that if we want our young people to be successful, then they need to see successful community members. What would you say this community can be for our young people if they were to step up, as I call them up?
What can they be to them?
Yes.
They could change their life. I mean, I really do believe that I already said there's a difference between a handout and a hand up. And sometimes it's just simply that time that's that hand that they need. It is a moment in time that sometimes takes them away from what they're experiencing in their home life, their environments that they're being raised in, that gives them that 30 to 40-minute glimpse of hope and possibility, that there is potentially a different path for them. And to see that and to open that door for them allows them to imagine a future different than what they're experiencing within their four walls.
Chief, that's funny you say that. So last night I was at our Griswold chapter in Iowa, and I told them similar to what you just said. Like, all it takes is one person to
Mhm.
make that difference. All it takes is that one person. Austin, DeMo, for the first time, we had somebody text into the text line.
Oh,
Thanks to our friends at Starter Heyman Jewelers for that. This is from Kevin in Lincoln. He says, tell the chief that she is a wonderful role model for the kids and her officers. Kevin says he's lived in Lincoln since 1978. He says, when I came here, the police were confrontational. Now I see nothing but respect and courtesy. Chief, that's a result of your integrity. That's from Kevin on the text line.
wow. How does that make you feel?
A little speechless.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you very much for reaching out and sharing that. And I do want to make clear that I've been at the department for almost 30 years, so it's been a long time. But our department is made up of so many quality, wonderful people. And so that, going back to team, that's a team effort and that's a team commitment. And I really just get the honor right now of leading this team, leading this department, but I don't do it alone. There's no question. So Kevin, thank you. I do appreciate that. And I hope we have a lot of people at LPD that are listening, because I want them to hear that as well.
Oh, and if you are listening to your chief, remember, you saw this bald head. I spoke with every single one of
This
you
is
all.
true.
And there were 2 times when Coach Tom Osborne came in to share the opportunity. Teammates.org, still there. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on LinkedIn. All it just takes is for you to go to that application, sign up, and we would get you matched up. You get to pick the school. You get to pick the grade level. Definitely looking for more mentors for that 3rd through 5th grade. Ash, what comes to mind for one, we're blowing up. We got our first
Can you believe
text
it?
message.
All it took was that we had to get the chief here.
Yes.
So I kind of want to piggyback, because we're talking about our core value of safety, integrity, and trust. So when we're telling these people to go to teammates.org, click that button that says become a teammate, like, we don't automatically just let you become a mentor. Like, we have safety checks in place for that. Again, we, over the last 33 years, not one student has reported being harmed by an adult, and that is attributed to our core value of safety. So listeners may ask, well, how do you guys make that happen? So as soon as you click submit on that application, there's a background check, and then our training and services team calls your references, and we will reference check. And those are the 2 big hurdles that you have to pass in order to become that mentor before we will even let you get to training. So I just want to make sure we hammer that home, that yes, we are in the need of mentors, but please know we have those safety checks in place to protect not only the students, but also those mentors.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, we are kind of like the LPD.
You are.
When it comes to
Might
serving.
hire you for our background checks.
We're here to serve and
pretty good.
protect,
Yes.
help our young people reach their full potential. And, even though you think I'm joking, I've been a big fan of you, Chief, like from afar. Like, I remember seeing you on TV when you had to get those statements, the way that you carried yourself, very neutral, very polished, very professional. When I first met you for the first time via Zoom, I was like, oh my God, this is Chief Michonne. And then having an opportunity, to get to know you more, and then really grateful for you making that choice to see Teammates as a trusted partner, to put your name, Lincoln Police Department, next to Teammates mentor name, so that we can work together, because teamwork is what makes the dream work. How does this partnership in your head can help this community, help our young people?
I think it's layered approach. Let me think of how I want to put all of this out in the time that we have, because I think I could probably go on forever. We talked about relationship building. We talked about building trust. We talked about mentoring that next generation and the success that inevitably creates within that student, and therefore those that they touch in their lives and interact with. So as we continue to build that, it's the full community that gets the impact of that engagement. When we take these kids and we give our time of them, it's kind of the long game is how I view it. And I talk about recruitment this way too. Like, this is a marathon. It's not really a sprint. Like, I'm willing to have these conversations with youth at a very young age and start building them in them what it could potentially look like to serve, maybe not necessarily the Lincoln Police Department, but serve in their community to continue to improve and grow. So there's just so many different layers of what this looks like in the interactions with the kids. But you know what? Sometimes it's just playing Uno. It really, it just when it boils down to it, but still that 30 minutes of time for that youth, for that student, it's just maybe exactly what they needed. Maybe we don't have a heartfelt conversation about challenges or struggles or where their grades are at, or we didn't study spelling words, but that 30 minutes was just that break that they needed to be able to continue to move through their day. It de-stresses and allows them to just for a moment shake off what they deal with on a regular basis. And so I just think it's really unique. And I want to put a plug in really quick. And sorry if I take
Go
your
for
take
it.
your time. One, I can vouch because we have had several people from the police department join on Teammates. And I've been put as a reference, so true story. I've had to fill out those forms and feedback on references for some that work at the PD. They all got thumbs up for me. But the time commitment, and I want to put this out there because I'm busy, right? Like a lot of people in the community, but this is easy to make happen. And I want to give a big shout out to the different teammate coordinators at the schools that I have spent time in with my mentors or with my mentees. They're going to work with you. And so I really try and hit the benchmark of every week. But you know what? If Friday comes or it's approaching and I know all of a sudden a priority meeting came up and I can't be there, that's okay. I check my schedule. And if my normal time's 8:30 in the morning, then I'm looking to see maybe I can go Thursday afternoon. Maybe it's Friday at lunch. And they're all so gracious with their time because I email frequently because sometimes that happens in my life. I come to work and I think it's going to be one thing, and then 5 minutes later, it's a whole different thing. But they work with you, and they're very kind and amenable with the schedules, just as long as it doesn't have an impact with the student and the activities they have. They're so flexible. This 30-45 minutes is really easy to do.
I appreciate you for saying that because out of 37, 38 weeks in the school year, we're asking for that 24 mark. That's the touchdown. But then also the flexibility, the communication. We have someone at each school that we use as a point of contact to communicate with that student to say, your mentor can't come this week, but they're going to be there for you next week. Oh, we are getting the job won tonight on Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash. We got one more segment left. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere because we got a touchdown to score with Lincoln Police Chief Michonne Morrow.
$93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing cloud cover throughout the day. It'll be breezy too with a high around 52. Tonight, decreasing clouds and a continued breeze with a low near 32. And tomorrow, we'll see sunny skies. It'll be windy though with the high around 48. Meteorologist Kyle Klecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 26th is $3 off on bacon, 25% off hanger steaks, 20% off all summer sausage, and 20% off all cheeses. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $395 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1003769, $395 per month lease for 36 months with proof credit, 7,500 miles per year, $5,250 to its signing, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/30/24. See delivery details.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's all-new Ridge lineup. The Ridge XR, the Ridge HVAC, and the Ridge Limited. All built to take on your day with a full factory cab, including heat and AC. Stop by Indian Motorcycle of Lincoln today and rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of November. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln at 27th and I-80.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket. We're in our last segment, and we have had the best time and are so thankful to be joined by Lincoln Police Chief Michonne Morrow. Again, thank you so much for your time. We know you're a very busy woman. One of the points that you hammered home in that last segment that I want to bring up again, because I think it's so important. Here, DeMo, we have the Lincoln Police Chief with us. She is a two-time mentor, and she's gone through that process, the entire process with her first mentee, and is going to do the same with her second mentee. Everyone is busy. Everyone is busy. Everybody has things going on. It's about how you prioritize that, which, to your point before we went to break, you can do it. If I can do it, as in you, the police chief, and all the things that you are taking on right now, if you can do it, anybody can do it. If our 87-year-old co-founder can do it, and at the time when he started this program was a head football coach turned athletic director turned government official, husband, grandpa, dad, like if those two top people in our community can do it, you can do it too. DeMo, did I miss anything there?
We just appreciate you for using your role to be a positive role model. And that's really what we're asking our community members to do and think about. As we think about our young people, they need more positive role models. That's what I'm hearing you say. That's what I see you represent, you and your incredible team. That's what we're trying to do as a team. And Ash, very grateful that you are part of our team because, we are just getting started. As I say, we are here not to get the job done, Chief. We're here to get the job won. That's a big difference.
I know. I think I'm going to steal it.
Yes.
I will borrow it.
Borrow it.
And give credit where credit's due.
Chief, one question that I've kind of been dying to ask you. What is one piece of advice that one of your mentors has given you that has made a profound impact on your life?
Oh, man. To hold myself accountable. Um, to in doing that, respecting who I am and making sure that if there's a misstep that I give myself grace. If a door doesn't open, that instead of just turning my back and walking away, that I look internally and make a decision of what I need to do differently. Is there more training? Is there more education? How can I show up so the next time when I knock, the door opens instead of getting down on myself and standing on my own 2 feet. It is holding yourself accountable has a unique way of building your own internal confidence without having to need somebody to do that for you because you just build belief in yourself and commitment to your goals and your aspirations. And I think that's probably one of the most profound things for me as I was in high school and experiencing my own challenges of what will the future look like and how can I make that happen? And where do I go and what doors do I knock on and a no quit mentality because I'm holding myself accountable to what my goals, my dreams, my aspirations were.
I love that. And so you have that phenomenal piece of advice and you're a mentor now. Do you give that same advice or what is that one piece of advice that you give your mentee?
You know, I would say that it is very much the same. You know what the best thing about having a mentee that you took from elementary school and now they're into college and starting all over again, it is just a really neat way to remember that we're all different. And so how I interacted with my first mentee is a little bit different. Actually, it's quite different.
Okay.
Because of who they were and who they presented and what they needed from me. So I would tell you that the advice and that I give in the interactions really is meeting them where they're at and not trying to build an expectation that the advice that I needed at the period of time when I needed it's going to be the same for them.
Right.
And so it's looked a little bit different. It has been believing in themselves. It is respecting themselves. It is being comfortable in their own shoes and really building them up that way. But then, as with my first mentee, as you get older, then it is that accountability of what are your goals, what are your dreams, and how can you commit to those. So if someone tries to stand in your way, that you're going to figure out a way around them, over them, under them, but that it's not going to end your path.
Right.
That it might be a deviation, but that you're going to keep moving forward.
And for those listeners who are on the fence about becoming a mentor, what advice would you give them?
Or just do it.
Just do it.
You know, it's 30, 45 minutes of your time. And we already talked about that. And that this is so doable and true. If I can find time in my schedule, I just promise you that most people can. And consistency matters, but consistency matters in the sense of that it's as many weeks as you can, but it doesn't mean that it's Friday at 8:30 every week. It just means that you're present and available. So there's flexibility in that. So not having to look at your schedule and figure out how I can do this time at this date. It's I will make it happen during the week. And so anyone can do that. And I would just really encourage people, as much as I know that I did give to my former mentee and my current mentee, man, selfishly, they gave so much to me. And just making my day with the interactions and just watching them grow is a joy.
We're making the community better because when you as a community member give your time, that's how you make the community better. Teammates Mentor, Lincoln Police Department, together we are transforming lives. We're so grateful to have you as our special guest tonight. Thank you so much. Ash, I'll let you close.
You know how it rolls. Join the team, be a mentor. Head to teammates.org for more information, and we will see you next week.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Empower a child today with the TeamMates mentoring program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the TeamMates mentoring program today.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements. We fix basements.
At F Foundation Repair, we've been fixing basements for over 30 years. We're your local foundation repair experts. Our warranties stay here. Our people work here. You can trust us to take care of your home. Go to wefixbasements.com to learn more.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through November 24th, enjoy bone-in turkey breast for $1.99 per pound. 8-ounce USDA choice boneless ribeyes for $8.99 each, whole boneless Carver ham for $4.48 per pound, and call 402-486-6611 to place your holiday orders today. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
The Link Grill, Draft, and Crafts is your spot in Southeast Lincoln for great food and drink. They're serving new menu items and a killer craft cocktail menu with your favorite draft beers. You'll love their pizza and new entree options. It's a great place to watch any live events, and they have music bingo every month. They have an aggressive loyalty program that rewards fans with 7% back on all purchases. Home of the Nebraska Power Hour every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Order online at thelnkgrill.com or stop in at 84th and Highway 2 today.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals in everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Beecham from Brand Lincoln Podcast and Perch Merch, your go-to in Lincoln for printing and promotional needs. Speaking of that, we are running a huge hoodie sale now through November 30th to save you big money on great brands. 20% off everything from Nike and Bella Canvas pullovers